Cam Newton is still not concerned about the Ravens this week, or seems to be at any point, as he is full steam ahead for the Ravens hype train. I'm here for it. I'm going to play you the clip in just a second so you can hear exactly what he had to say. But before I do that, Ravens Nation, welcome to Flock Talk, your home for all things Baltimore Ravens football. If you're a Ravens fan and you're new to this channel, make sure you like the video, subscribe. On the road to 2,000 subscribers, and I need all of you watching this to hit subscribe and help me get there. But enough of that. This video is about Cam Newton on First Take, full steam ahead with the Ravens hype train. He was asked, or I guess the question was, are you concerned about the Ravens this week against the Broncos? He doesn't sound very concerned. Here's what he had to say.
In that game, Broncos-Ravens, Cam, what level of concern do you have for a Ravens upset?
I don't. I look at a situation where this is a perfect indication of the same thing I just said about you can't win until you start from losing. Mm-hmm. And I look at the Baltimore Ravens. I keep saying it every time I come on. They're a toenail away from winning that game in Kansas City week 1. And if we have an interception late to close the game for the Browns, they potentially win that game too. The ball is not loyal to anybody. It just goes to whoever wants it the most. The opportunities come, you have to capitalize on that. And that's all the Ravens have been doing. And sometimes it has showed when they haven't.
One thing, Essay, before you jump in, I just want to ask, having the quarterback perspective here with you. As a quarterback, how do you overcome a defense that's not living up to expectations like the Ravens?
Well, the thing that you cannot do in any situation is play the blame game, right? We have to have cohesion, continuity, play complementary football. That's what coaches would always say. When the defense is lacking, the offense picks it up. Mm-hmm. When the offense is lacking, the defense has to pick it up. And when both of them are on high power, watch out. You know what you have in the kicking game. Mm-hmm. But when I look at the Baltimore Ravens, they're a full, complete team. There's peaks and valleys in any type of NFL season, and there's times where the defense may, bail us out, or there's times where the offense may lack. But there's not anything to be worried about because every single game in this season for the Baltimore Ravens, they have played it down to the last quarter or the last minute.
Yeah, I think they're... Now, listen, I'm here for the Ravens hype. Okay, I'm a Ravens fan. I love the Baltimore Ravens. I want to see them win a Super Bowl and be successful. Heck to the 100%. There's a couple things here that I have to push back on with Cam Newton. Okay, this is with all due respect to Cam Newton and everything he's accomplished in his career. Tremendous player, all that, okay? And I'm not claiming to know more about NFL or football in general than Cam Newton. So all that being said, I don't know why we're still talking about the Ravens almost beating the Chiefs, or the Ravens, if they would have caught the interceptions, beating the Browns. Like, yeah, those are true points. That 100%, the Ravens were a toe away from possibly winning the game because they still had to go for 2 anyways against the Chiefs. Who's to say how that play would have gone? That's true, they were, but at the end of the day, they didn't make the play, and it's a loss. Same thing with the Raiders. They could have won the game. They should have won the game, but they didn't win the game. They didn't play well enough down the stretch, and the Raiders made the plays to win the game. Same thing with the Browns. The Ravens could have won the game. They had 3-4 dropped interceptions that would have swayed the game or sealed the game, probably in Kyle Hamilton's case, but they didn't make the play, so they lost. So now they sit 5-3, 1 game back from the division-leading Steelers, who they still have to play twice, and they haven't played well against in recent years. And that's where the Ravens stand. And guess what? This defense still ranks last in pass defense. They have been an absolute disaster at points in this season. There's only one game you can look at, in my opinion, and say that they played a complete dominant game, and that's against the Bills. They played well against Washington. They played well through 3 quarters against Dallas, but that wasn't a complete game when you look at the 4th quarter. So to sit here and to touch on when he said that this is a complete team, they're not a complete team. They're just not. I don't know how you tune into this team on Sundays, or have tuned into them through 8 games of the season, and say this is a complete dominant team, because they're just not. They're a great offense. You have, in my opinion, the MVP, what should be the MVP frontrunner, Lamar Jackson, playing out of his mind. You have Derrick Henry running the ball better than anybody in the NFL right now. All that's true. The offense is potent. I'm here for that, but the defense has been a major letdown. So this is not a complete team. And I get what he said, there's peaks and valleys in the NFL season. Well, the defense has been in a valley since week 1. So we're waiting for them to come out of the valley. And I'm here for it. I'm here for whenever they decide to arrive. I will be here cheering my head off, screaming that I'm happy that they're back to Ravens defense. That's what we've been waiting on for the entire season. But they're not there. And to just brush this under the rug like, oh, well, they're a complete team. It's the Ravens. They're good. To me, that's just a kind of complacent argument that I don't want to sit here and say, well, they're going to figure it out. They'll figure it out. They'll figure it out. Next, you're halfway through the season. Next thing you know, you're going to have a game or two left. Is the defense going to be fixed? Are they going to have any semblance of a pass rush? I don't know. I hope so. I hope they come out this week and sack Bo Nix 6 times and get 3 interceptions. I'm here for it, okay? And I'll sit right here and say the defense played tremendous. Zach Orr did an amazing job. I want to make those types of videos, but right now I just can't sit here and say the defense has been good or the Ravens have been a complete team because they haven't. The only thing complete about this defense is it's been a complete disaster, in my opinion. And, of course, now you have the D-line that is very beat up. We'll see how this affects their running defense, their pass rush, which already was a major letdown. So we'll see. There's a lot of questions on this defense, and I'm excited to see what they're going to do to try to remedy this situation here because the Ravens are known for defense, and they were a great defense last year, top of the league, and we know the story this year, so I don't need to keep beating a dead horse. But look, I love the fact that Cam Newton continues to show unwavering faith in the Baltimore Ravens. I hope that he's right, and I hope they do turn into that complete unit. I'm not concerned about the Broncos in the sense that I think the Ravens are going to win. I do think the Broncos defense is going to slow down this Ravens offense. Good news for the Ravens is the Broncos offense is not the most potent either. The strength of the Broncos is their defense. So we'll see. We'll see how the Ravens defense can match up and hopefully slow down the Denver offense, where their quarterback just won Offensive Rookie of the Month. They have done well against rookies in the past. Well, hopefully that continues in this game. I think the Ravens are going to win, but we'll see. Going forward, they have 2 major divisional games against the Bengals, who are in desperation, and the Steelers, who are, in my opinion, just playing better and better and better. We know what the defense is. The weakness of the Steelers has been their offense. Russell Wilson coming in, looking like he's providing a bit of a spark. The Ravens need to steal one of those games from the Steelers, excuse me. And it's been a major challenge in recent memory. I think Lamar Jackson's only beat the Steelers twice. So if I'm incorrect, correct me down in the comments. But I think that is accurate, that Lamar Jackson's only beat the Steelers 2 times in his illustrious career, which is telling that the Ravens might have a Steelers problem here. But guys, I want to know what you think. Do you agree with Cam Newton in this segment? Do you think the Ravens are a complete team? How concerned are you about the Ravens in this game against the Broncos and just going forward in general? Let me know down in the comments. And if you're new to this channel, make sure you like the video, subscribe if you're new. Help me get to 2,000 subscribers by the end of the season. I appreciate all of you that tune into these videos and support this channel. And I will see you guys all in the next video. Go Ravens!